In the heart of Metro, a small coastal city just outside Barcelona, the neighborhood of Rocafonda pulsed with the rhythm of immigrant hustle and multicultural resilience. It was here, amidst narrow alleys and football cages built of rust and sweat, that a boy named Lamine Yamal first kissed a football with magic. Born to a Moroccan father and an Equatorial Guinean mother, Lamine grew up in a modest household where dreams often stretched further than money. His father, Ahmed, worked construction. His mother, Esther, cleaned offices in the early mornings. But every evening, when the sun dipped and streetlights buzzed awake, young Lamine dribbled a beaten-up ball down the cracked pavement, slipping past imaginary defenders like a whisper in the wind. Even then, he had that glint, the kind you don't teach. At age 7, Lamine's name was whispered among local coaches. Word spread of a boy who moved like a poem. It wasn't long before FC Barcelona's scouts visited a youth tournament in Badalona where Lamine, a skinny child in oversized boots, stole the show. One flick, one nutmeg, one impossible goal from outside the box, and the decision was made. La Masia opened its doors to him the following month. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success at La Masia. The institution is a crucible. Many gifted players vanish into the pressure, like meteors burning too fast. For Lam, it became a second home, but not without growing pains. He was younger than most, quieter, observant. He watched how others moved, listened more than he spoke. His first months were a blur of homesickness and missed passes. Coaches were firm. Use your body. Don't disappear, one barked. But Lamine never complained. He just trained and learned. By 12, he was already playing 2 age categories up. By 14, whispers began again, but this time from journalists and agents. With talent came fame. Too soon, some would argue. When a grainy video of Lamine twisting through 5 defenders and chipping the keeper went viral, everything changed. He was 15. Suddenly, everyone wanted a piece. Offers from clubs in England, France, even Germany. Agents appeared like vultures in designer suits. His family was inundated with promises, luxury cars, houses, endorsements. But Ahmed was wary. Lamine must play, not parade. Barcelona's youth directors, sensing danger, accelerated his integration with the B team. In a rare move, he began training with the first team before he was even legally old enough to sign a professional contract. Inside the club, debates raged. Was it too soon? Could his body take it? Could his mind? But the answer came during a scrimmage at Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper, when Lamine danced past Cound and nutmegged Peak. Xavi was watching. He smiled. April 2023. Injuries plagued the first team. Xavi, in a press conference, dropped the bomb. We might give a young man a chance. He's earned it. At 15 years, 9 months, and 16 days, Lamine Yamal became the youngest player ever to debut for FC Barcelona. The stadium gasped when he stepped on. He was a boy among giants. But from his first touch, a no-look pass through 2 defenders, it was clear, he belonged. Fans roared. Commentators stumbled over his name. But the real test came weeks later. A high-stakes match against Atletico. With the score tied at 1-1 and the game slipping, Xavi made a gamble. He brought on Lamine. In the 87th minute, he received a cross-field pass, feinted inside, and curled it into the top corner. Camp Nou exploded. He didn't celebrate much. Just pointed to the sky. Success brings celebration, but also pressure. The media called him the next Messi. Brands lined up. Critics whispered about burnout. Every bad touch was dissected, every missed chance exaggerated. Lamine stayed quiet. Behind the scenes, things grew tense. He missed a crucial penalty in a Youth Champions League semifinal. Rumors spread of arguments with coaches, skipped classes. He felt the heat. And then the injury. A reckless tackle in a league game left him with torn ligaments in his right ankle. Out for 4 months. Many thought the fairy tale had ended. Some even said he'd peaked too soon. Rehab was brutal. Hours in the pool. Sessions with sports psychologists. He watched from the stands as his teammates played, sometimes poorly. He wanted to scream. But something changed in him. He began studying. Matches. Opponents. psychology, nutrition. When he returned, he wasn't just fast, he was fierce. At 17, he became a regular starter. At 18, he scored in El Clasico. They chanted his name now. Not as a curiosity, but as a cornerstone. He led Spain to the U21 European Championship final. Scored twice. Assisted once. No longer a wonder kid. A warrior. Lamine never forgot Rocafonda. He returned often, quietly. Donated kits. Paid for local youth programs. Started a scholarship for children of immigrants. He once told a journalist, "You can't dribble past your past. You can only carry it with grace." His story spread far and wide. Documentaries. But through it all, he remained humble. And when asked what moment defined him, he didn't mention a goal or trophy. He said, "When I couldn't play. That's when I learned who I was." Epilogue. The boy who became a beacon. Lamine Yamal's journey wasn't just about football. It was about resilience. About navigating shadows to find light. About keeping one's soul intact in a world ready to devour it. He wasn't the next Messi. He was the first Lamine Yamal. The end. Like, comment and subscribe for more interesting stories.